I'm Professor Bruce Baker, Chair of the Psychology Department, and I'd like to welcome you to the department's undergraduate commencement celebration. We're going to begin our ceremony very shortly, so I'd like to ask everyone to be seated, and our ceremony will begin with a procession of the graduating students, followed by a procession of the faculty members. Will the graduates please come forward and remain standing? Class of 2012, will the graduates please be seated? Will the faculty participants in today's celebration please come forward? Will the faculty please be seated? Let me make a few comments about UCLA, the place that for 4 or 5 or more years has been home to the students we honor today by this celebration. UCLA is arguably the youngest of the world's great universities. Founded in 1919, it has risen to prominence worldwide and now stands among America's premier universities. Closer to home, we are proud of the psychology department, which is currently ranked 3rd in the nation, tied with And we're in good company. We're tied with Harvard, Yale, and Michigan. Several of our areas are ranked first in the nation. Our venue today, the famous Los Angeles Tennis Center, is a special place, and this morning it is the setting of an event that is a special commencement ceremony. This is a wonderful celebration, a celebration of the achievements of our graduates who are your sons and daughters, sisters, brothers, nieces and nephews, boyfriends, girlfriends, roommates. It is their day, but it is your day too. We're excited to see another class complete their studies at UCLA and leave us to begin their careers or continue their education. But I thank you for the time and energy you've invested in your graduates. You're an important part of their success. Our graduates will be honored today by coming up on stage and having their names read. Departmental honors will also be designated. It's important to us that we're able to honor each of our graduates personally. Towards that end, we would appreciate your being courteous and quiet as the graduate's name is read aloud. Now, this is the time for that predictable request. Please silence your cell phones so that you're not the one that everybody looks at when it goes off in the middle. Finally, let me emphasize that today's ceremony will conclude with a recessional, first of the faculty and then of the graduates. And we hope you will all remain seated until they have left. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce Psychology's Vice Chair of Undergraduate Programs, Professor Barbara Knowlton.
To complete a bachelor's degree in the Department of Psychology at UCLA is an honorable distinction. This is a day of great achievement for each and every one of you. I congratulate you on your success. I'd like to mention some of the achievements of our graduating class. The psychology department ranks among the top departments in the UCLA College in the number of students receiving Latin honors. In addition, the department ranks among the top departments in the College of Letters and Science in the number of students elected for membership in Phi Beta Kappa, the most prestigious national honor society for undergraduates. Of our graduates this year, a large number received competitive meritorious awards from UCLA. For example, the Alumni Association Distinguished Bruin Award, the Chancellor's Service Award, or they received a national award. For instance, the Golden Key National Honor Society Award or the National Science Foundation Award. And many students presented papers at professional conferences this year. The difficult programs that you've all traversed and the remarkable record of scholarship that I just summarized convince me, first, that each of you in the graduating class can look forward to an exciting future of continuing achievements wherever your paths may take you. And second, that more than a few of you are geniuses who will make remarkable contributions to your chosen professions and to society as a whole. We'll be proud to shake your hands as you walk on stage today. To conclude, I salute you on all of your achievements, and I hope that as you go forward in life, you'll keep us informed about your progress, and you'll let us in the UCLA Department of Psychology continue to celebrate with you as you encounter and conquer life's inevitable challenges. Congratulations.
Thank you, Professor Knowlton. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce Professor Andrew Christensen, a distinguished professor at this university and a highly valued and much admired member of our department. Professor Christensen has spent his career studying close human relationships.
Esteemed Chairman, learned and fatigued faculty, excited and relieved that the last final exam is finally over, graduating students, proud grandparents, tearful and financially damaged parents and spouses, skeptical and surprised siblings, and getting ready to party friends. Graduates, college was a mere 4 years of your life, or 5 or 6 or 7. Only 5% or more of a normal lifespan, yet it will assume a prominence in your life far beyond what that percentage would suggest, and for several good reasons. Consider what happened to most of you. At the beginning of college, you left home. During its course, you attained adulthood. And by its end, many of you had made one or two of the most important decisions in your life, the choice of a career and of a life partner. Less dramatic and less tangible, but still significant changes occurred in your important relationships. Today, I'm going to describe how I think and hope these relationships may have changed, even been transformed over these crucial transition years of college. If the changes I describe have not happened to you, to some of you, my guess is they will happen soon. First of all, your relationship with your parents. During your college years, you separated from them and showed you could be independent. Well, perhaps not financially independent, but certainly emotionally and intellectually independent. You didn't need their regular nudging about homework and their daily moral support, and you could think for yourself. You may have even outgrown that early adolescent embarrassment about them and can now introduce them to your friends with pride. Thus, you may have seen the change that Mark Twain described when he said, "When I was a boy of 14, my father was so ignorant I could hardly stand to have the old man around. But when I got to be 21, I was astonished at how much he had learned in 7 years." Whether your parents were fierce tiger moms and dads or indulgent helicopter parents, they certainly made their mistakes, which you, of course, have cataloged extensively. Despite these mistakes, and even though they may lack what you consider basic living skills, such as the ability to text or tweet, even though they may employ quaint practices such as spelling out words and writing in complete sentences, or even remarkably engage in ancient hieroglyphics like longhand writing, and occasionally resort to prehistoric methods like regular mail. Even with these substantial limitations, your parents still have something important to offer you, a perspective based not just on their longer experience in the world, but because of their unique experience of you. They were there from your very beginning, they know all of your history, and they have a stake in all of your future, but view both through the soft, forgiving lens of their filter of their love and caring for you. You have achieved, or hopefully soon will achieve, that mature adult connection of being independent of them and yet truly connected to them. Now to your relationship with your peers. During your years at UCLA, you were in closer proximity to more people your age than you will ever be again. You undoubtedly made some friends for life. There's a special bond that is forged during late-night conversations in the service of mutual homework avoidance. The peers that surrounded you were notable not just by their quantity, but by their quality. You were a stone's throw from one of the largest, most diverse group of bright young people in the world. I hope you took full advantage and made friends with peers of a different ethnicity, race, religion, or sexual orientation than yours. There's no better way to probe your own beliefs and assumptions, to come to terms with them, than to have them challenged by different ones. There is nothing that builds tolerance quite like familiarity. During the process, you may have come to appreciate the incredible variability in human behavior, but also see how that variability sometimes masks the common bonds of humanity that link us all. You may have gotten a sense of the challenge of psychology, to account for the powerful influence of culture on human behavior that leads to such manifest heterogeneity, yet to find the fundamental latent universals within that heterogeneity, to find within all the exuberant diversity of human life the common human heart that beats within us all. And now to your romantic relationships. I assume that during college most of you fell in love, or jumped or dove or sprang into love. Whatever the mode of propulsion, you experienced that unique exhilaration of romance. Maybe you found your one and only true love, your soulmate, several times. If you didn't find the right one, maybe you learned that there is no right one, but there are many wrong ones, and you're better able to discriminate between the two. But you probably also experienced the aching pain of rejection, making you question the wisdom of Tennyson's poetic assertion, "'Tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all." Like knees and elbows that are bruised on the way to physical maturity, the heart has to be broken a couple of times on the way to emotional maturity. So your love can be filled not only with passion, but also compassion. And loss, however painful, can make love, when found, more precious and long-lasting. As you fell in love, maybe you took some relevant psychology courses. In the department's social psychology class, you may have learned that the neural circuits for social rejection are the same as those for physical pain. Thus, the pain you felt in your heart was indeed all in your head, or more precisely and less metaphorically, all in your brain. Or perhaps more to the point, while you were in love, maybe you took the department's course on intimate relationships and learned about the cognitive distortions that take place at the height of romance when we see our partners as more positive than objective observers see them, and later during discord when we see our partners as more negative than objective observers see them. Love is indeed blind, but so is conflict and discord. Or more to the point, maybe when you fell in love, you took the department's course on human sexuality. In that course, you can consider your feelings in the evolutionary context and view them through the theories and empirical findings on mate selection. And not entirely beside the point, while you were in love, maybe you took the course on abnormal psychology and examined if all of this craziness has a name. In whatever courses you took, you experienced the unique joy of psychology, to participate fully in the human drama while simultaneously observing it through the lens of science, enabling perhaps a more mindful participation in that drama. Last and certainly least of all these relationships, but important nonetheless, is your relationship with us, your faculty. When you first came here, you may have been intimidated by us, although many of you gave no visible evidence of that. Over the course of your time here, some of you worked closely with us in a lab or research project. Many of you came to our office hours or stayed after class to ask questions or discuss issues. And many of you simply listened and watched from the classroom. As you had this contact with us in and outside of class, you learned lots of facts and theories, but more importantly, you learned to question and you learned methods of answering those questions. Across the broad spectrum of psychology courses, ranging from abnormal psychology to neuroscience to statistics, you learned what constitutes scientific evidence and its logical relationship to conjecture or hypothesis. Our field of psychology, like most fields of interest to the public, is sometimes full of hype and cant, with outrageous claims that can only be countered rationally by an examination of the relevant evidence. Whether in psychology or in the broader world, this understanding of what constitutes evidence can serve you well. In our wired world, anyone can broadcast false and outrageous claims, unsubstantiated by that essential journalistic tradition of fact-checking, and these distortions and untruths by repetition over the worldwide reach of the internet can achieve a measure of completely undeserved credibility. It is truly the case, as the adage goes, that a lie can travel halfway around the world before truth gets its boots on. In this new world, a heavier burden is put on each of us and each of you, the intelligent, young, educated elite, to greet all claims, scientific or otherwise, with skepticism and ask the simple question, what is the evidence? If our relationship has taught you what constitutes evidence and how to analyze its logical relationship with conjecture, if you have absorbed our modeling of curiosity combined with skepticism, then we can rest with satisfaction, and you can take your degree proudly, fully prepared to take your part as an intelligent participant in the vital democracy that is America. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Christensen. It now gives me pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Michael Krim. Michael, where are you? Michael Krim is a third-generation Bruin and a psychology department honor student. He's participated in research in 2 labs studying the psychology of stereotypes and the psychology of judgment and decision-making. During Michael's 4 years at UCLA, he's been actively involved in The Den, a student group promoting and organizing student support for all of the UCLA sports teams. Michael.
Hello, everyone. In the build-up to this day, we all got a lot of emails. One of the emails that kept appearing in my inbox was the Psych Department Commencement Speech application form. Now, at first I thought there are plenty of other people who would be much better at putting 4 years' worth of life lessons into a 3-minute speech, along with their own amazingly extravagant personal success story. Besides, they could probably point to a future much more rooted in a concrete path than my own, where there's still plenty of uncertainties and unknowns. But then I realized that there was a message that I needed to convey. As we leave Franz Hall and enter the magnificent and terrifying place that people call the real world, it is okay to not know the specific paths that our lives will take. It is okay to not know. Oftentimes in life, the lesson learned is not specifically the lesson being taught. College has been rife with these types of lessons. Through trial and error, we have all learned the minimum amount of sleep necessary to still be proficient in class. Or more importantly, on a midterm. And we all know exactly how long it takes us to write a 2-page essay, so that when confronted with that proverbial perfect storm, where your morning social psychology and behavioral neuroscience midterms fall on the same day as your paper is due for your afternoon sensation and perception discussion section, you can successfully perform the time-honored college tradition of print and sprint. We have all had one of those days. We have all survived Psych 100A and 100B. After that, and all the other challenges we have faced and overcome to get to this day, we should not only be able to survive in the real world, but eventually to thrive. Could anything in life ever be as challenging and fraught with peril as trying to run an ANOVA statistical test by hand without the aid of a computer or calculator? Not knowing for certain at this point what courses our lives will take is okay, and I would argue is a good thing. Loud sirens. Even those of you who have already been accepted to graduate school and are going down what would appear to be a somewhat more specific path still have a lot up in the air. There are big differences between a neurosurgeon and a psychiatrist, a criminal defense attorney and a bankruptcy lawyer, and the different subfields of psychology research. The reason that I believe this ambiguity of the seemingly infinite possible futures is a good thing is because of the great potential. Graduating from UCLA as a psychology, psychobiology, cognitive science major, or developmental psychology minor is a license, and I would even say an obligation, to dream big. When I first came to UCLA, I was pre-law. Then, in spring quarter of my second year, I took a social psychology class and joined the professor's lab as a research assistant, studying stereotyping, stigma, and prejudice. In the ensuing 2 years that I spent in her lab and another research lab studying uncertainty in judgment and decision-making, I learned that I love research, and now it is my dream to pursue a PhD in psychology and eventually make a living doing research. It's a hard thing to achieve, and I may not succeed, but that's not what matters most. What matters is that I try. The Nobel Prize-winning psychologist Danny Kahneman once said that if 50% of your studies work, then you're ahead of the game. There are two reasons behind why he said that. The first is that nobody is going to be successful 100% of the time in everything. But the second and more important reason is that if you always take the sure route, the safe bet, then you're not likely to find anything especially interesting. It is only when you take a little bit of a risk, where there is some uncertainty as to whether or not you can succeed, it is only then, when you aim high, that success is truly meaningful. Dream big, Bruins, dream big. For even if we don't touch the heavens, we may yet find that the mountain peaks are within our grasp. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. It now gives me pleasure to introduce Professor Matthew Lieberman to... And Professor Lieberman is going to recognize the departmental honors students.
Congratulations, everybody. Michael, best undergraduate commencement speech I've seen in 10 years. Great job. It has been my pleasure over the past year to direct the Department of Psychology Honors Program. And now I would like to introduce those graduates who have earned departmental honors. The Psychology Departmental Honors Program offers a select group of our majors special opportunities to participate in small classes and individual research. Students qualify in their junior year based on outstanding academic performance. In their senior year, they conduct an individual research project under the direction of a faculty sponsor. They also meet weekly as a group with me throughout the year in the honors seminar. Each student writes an honors thesis that summarizes this year of scholarship. In these activities, students develop and refine their research and communication skills, skills that will benefit them tremendously as they move on to the next stage of their careers. This year, this group did an outstanding job. We commend them for their many accomplishments. Will our honor students please approach the stage?
Kimson Van Nguyen. Jocelyn Yvette Mesa. Elliot Fox. Emily R. Vetter. Elena Lee Park. Jeffrey N. Chang. Rachel Michelle Older. Yu. Amelia Susan Magadam Jaffrey. Michael David Krim. Danielle Nicole Thorderson. Virginia Ginny Lee. Marie Patrice Cross. Anahid Hay Derry. Laurel Ann Hyatt Miller.
Okay. Everybody ready to get up and walk across the stage? Thank you. I'd now like to explain how the rest of our graduates should come forward to receive their certificates. We will ask you to rise row by row. First, all the rows in the section to my left, and when they're done, all the rows in my section to my right. After your row is called, you'll need to move to your right and line up at the microphone over here. Okay? And these folks will sort of direct you along. You will each hand your card to Melina, Jody, or Lori so that your name can be announced to all of us. After your name is read, you should then walk across the stage to be congratulated by a faculty member who will shake your hand and a second faculty member who will hand you your certificate. You then walk off the stage down these stairs in the middle. And when the second faculty member hands you your certificate, the photographer will take your picture. So kind of be looking out that way. Will the first row of graduates in the section to my left please stand? Good. Turn to your right and walk towards the microphone with your name card in hand. As we go along, our graduates will be congratulated by two faculty. Our first two faculty are Nim Tottenham, a professor in developmental psychology, and Professor Keith Holyoke in the cognitive psychology area.
Elena May Pohl. Tyler Frank Adamczyk. Sylvia Ani Depanian. Danielle Catherine DeCio. Rado Elijah Lazick. Danielle Kathleen Carey. Elisa Chimi Morisoto. Marianne Sadi. William Moore Kettler. Yesenia Salmon. Kinda Girardi. Sinan Osama Jabori. Jacqueline Kadamian. Claudia Michelle Young. Linda Salgan. Leanna Laham. Sarely Nazarian. Bella Aratunian. Bianca Lizaraga. Carmel Mary Moazis. Alexandra Regina Schultz. Julia Tran. Justin Chang Lee. Noreen Naijang Cheng. Anita Askaranam. Jen Ling Ni. Mona Lin. Janet Louis. Karen Yanette Gonzalez. Danielle Eunju Min. Michael Si Chun Yuan. Jessica Chen. Lin Si Se. Haobo Wang. R.P. Samuelian. Monique Moon. Victoria Tracy Wong. Carla S. Yi. Jenny Zhuang. Francesca Jamie Fong. V. Doan. Kristen Taylor Tokunaga. Ji Yoon Jung. Griselda Yanez. Anayeli Zavala.
Did somebody not pay tuition? Oh, okay, here we go. Our graduates will now be congratulated by Professor Hangjing Liu from Cognitive Psychology and Professor Rena Rapetti from Clinical Psychology.
Jennifer Cam O'Connell. Navarth Barsegyan. Allison Belay. Kelly Lauren Gray. Neda Bezadi. Natalia Bosher. Rocio Ruiz. Christina Kong. Lila Abrams. Isla Walsh. Elaine Codd. Elizabeth Cully. Fadi Shaya. Brianna Cooper. Casey Spiegel. Nicole Matera. Brittany Sky Flynn. Monica Marcinkiewicz. Caitlin Jones. Michael John Tubbs. Lara Abunayan. Sky Lawler. Casey Kelly. Keely Fernandez. Nigel Fraser. Nicholas Dietz. Christian Clausen. Monica Brooks Stephen. Eric Akune. Ankar Singh Dinsa. Harsanum Colin. Monique Atwal. Lily Chan. Poonam Patel. Abbas Mohammed Charlie. Mega Maheda. Jacqueline Dang. Kei Kika Kajima Bowen. Rena Nguyen. Mary Tam. ID Tam. Cherise Liu. Jessica Chavez. Allison Perlman Henson. Victoria Zuhuvitskaya. Douglas Roach. Albert Geskin. Benjamin Steeper. Erica Huey. Panta Banayan. Sivan Cohen. Desiree Akumzadeh. Jennifer Danish. Ryan Raouf. Ali Dabirian. Melissa Sapunjin. Mitchell Brown. Talia Sarig.
Our graduates will now be congratulated by Professor Bill Grisham from Behavioral Neuroscience area. You don't know Bill, huh? And Professor Peter Bendler from the Quantitative area.
Paristu Modershala. Ashi Kupor. Vikas Kumar. Matthew Hendrick Milagros. Andrew Jonathan Sanders. Lee Shai Amir. Vache Varun Yerganyan. Garrett Robert Harney. Daniela Ava Vosti. Amanda Leanne Freeman. Jasmine Kaur Johal. Ravina Kanwar. Lindsay Paige Moyer. Jessica Ann Limecooler. Megan Elise Donnelly. Beverly Okereke. Natalie Anyakpur. Diane Motamed. Kimberly Hong. Jonathan Allen Jew. Bethany Ann Liebeck. Ryan Charles Dahlbaum. Bernadine Elise Dizon. Crystal Mack. Felicia Ann Garcia. Fred Vasquez. Calvin Quach. Christine Hotaru Naya. Tiffany Lynn. Melody Almi Luck. Christy Jetsu Pasuk. Christina K. Chung. Marina Lavdanovich. Shannon Lee Morton. Tasneem Teresa Campos. Arsha Ostawari. Hale Kayla Hashpare. Emma Ann Battershell. Cameron Daniel Furry. Dominic Dean Woodson. Jonathan Paul Lyons. Shogo Sato. Mana Yamaguchi. Sarah Bentoncourt. Monica Galeana.
Our graduates will now be congratulated by Professor Stan Shine, Behavioral Neuroscience, and Professor Martin Monti, Cognitive Psychology.
Maria Florencia Ucha LaSalle. Om Marwa. Tram Loy. Michael Nguyen. Sarah Lauren Foster. Jillian Tuso. Brett Hamilton Neely. Samantha Kate Slama. Mitchell V. Platter. Kyle Anthony Babbitt. Tony Liu Cho. Kelsey Samantha Wang. Nicole Noel Liu. Jennifer Michelle Lai King Yi. Isabel Aquino. Andrew James Gallardi. Ariel Ared. Nicole Andonian. Alexandra Taylor Morrow. Courtney Ann DiNicola. Leah Marguerite Armstrong. Maria Trump-Bam. Christine Marie West. Haley Breitenfeld. Marlena Marie Mansour. Bryant Putra Ramlee. Carolina D. Sotomayor. Leanne Christine Mendoza. Helen Gabrias Burhani. Banaz Hajazi. Margaret Yoon. Tirsi Onbi. Stephanie Anyanwu. Simona Sipian. Azeen Nafisi. Desiree Soleimani. Sorry. Amanda Natalie Hasid. Brittany L. Santoyo. Alexis Hannah Fogel. Sophia Clarissa Lim. Faria Islam. Christine Kalakson. Cameron Movasagi. Caesar Delanto. Ashley Marlene Morsi. Sydney Elizabeth Barnes. Catherine Montgomery Rome. Paola Penelope Reynoso Williams. Serena Poi Moon Tam.
Our graduates will now be congratulated by Professor Tara Scanlon from Social Psychology and Professor and former Chair Robert Bjork from Cognitive.
Gabrielle Marie Malouf. Cody Mendoza. Kevin William Campbell. Sarah Seto. Ashley Morgan Shirk. Vanessa Roundy. Maury Elise Naftulin. Lynn Marie Weil. Lindsay Renee Abluton. Alexandra Danielle Todd. Brianna Joy Davis. Jennifer Hernandez. Darren Liu. Christopher Douglas Stump. Scott James Nelson. Jeffrey John Poirier. Diana Makartichian. Haikanush Christine Khanjian. Diana Manukyan. Sosi Sarafian. Daniel Jeffrey Dubin. Edric Pirvesian. Armand Danielian. Sonyu Lee. Courtney Sheets. Jefferson Poe. Marvin King Liu. Francesca Kruk. Kristen Nicole Lind. Catherine Ann Harmon. Allison Marie Fassett. Elizabeth Francis. Rebecca Noel Bakosh. Jan Hune. Joshua Lee. Daryl Alessandro Roldan. Daniel Tiu. Cheryl Lee. Anna Cito. Danny G. Shruti Ulas. Sienna Capri Julene Barnes. Autumn Taylor. Janae Aronia Jones. Lonisha Green. Charlotte Yamasaki. Marissa Sharif. Monique Patricia Garcia. Mikhail Alberto Villarreal Mitra. Justin Cortez Sabino. Lauren Ashley Abina Forondo.
Our graduates will now be congratulated by Professor Steve Lee, Clinical Psychology, and Professor Zilly Liu, Cognitive Psychology.
Michelle Christine Pasco. Lindsay Bingkang. Lorianne Manalo. Jenica Alsabar. Janelle Lee. Camille Noel Messina. Diane Bo Chang. Eileen Babaran. Jennifer Nobi. Jennifer Benita Rieg. Andrea Nicole Lopez. Albert Hu. Alexandra Sushkova. Stephanie Cheryl McNamara. Taeyeon Kim. So In Kim. Chae Eun Young. Ji Young Kim. Young Ha Lee. Unji Lee. Se Kim. Christine Lee. Kimberly Wee. Tiffany Jo Lee. Eugene Miao. Jennifer Nicole Beware. Janae Kupalani Kama. Blake Morla. Tony Matthew Carthen Jr. Alexander Michael Farkas. Kevin Michael Chang. Shilpa Puri. Randy Owen Chang. Jackie Lee. Claire Yang. Ashley Lee. Michelle Sarah Farivar. Ursula Joy Delagadillo. Jonathan Manuel Ortiz. Jennifer Rabiai. Du Jung. Joshua Park. Jin Young Shin. Rebecca Ray Keith. Zoya Jabin Khan. Ala Glushkuk. Jason Willett. Maiho Marisawa.
Our graduates will now be congratulated by Professor Aaron Blaisdell and Learning and Behavior, and Professor Scott Johnson, Developmental Psychology.
Hai Yoon Bae. Derek Liu. Ramton Yagubinajan. Natalie Perry. Eva Sahar Mohibin. Maria Saba. Joseph Patrick Falls. Kathleen Denise Stegman-Wise. Henry Jer King. Sarah Lene Clark. Nicole McIntyre. Ariel Junit Gerard. Michael Fattah. Kyle Nguyen. Diane M. Eddy. Mona Ironi Najad. Lan Thi Nguyen. Dana Zhang. Debbie Gu. Trina Dow. Rajni Kaur Niger. Sharon Hung Xin Huang. Flora Hung Hui Huang. Franklin K. Bui. Michelle Nguyen. Anderson Jimmy Nguyen. Jonathan Seth Gulper. Sophia Stepanyan. Parpi Marabian. Ruben Lomdigian. Jennifer Page Mackay. Michael Paul Vartanian. Lauren Nicole Apodaca. Erica Mercedes Grundon. Kathleen Genevieve Bryant. Trisha Mercaldi. Aline Papazian.
Our graduates will now be congratulated by Professor Anna Lau from Clinical Psychology and Professor Young Ho from Social Psychology.
Carolyn Ann Bufford. Allison Lee Roeder. Jessica Yang. Stacy Mercado. Kelly Tang. Brenda Munoz. Tiffany Ann Taylor. Florence Fan. Nico Benjamin Volz. Sungat Kaur Greywall. RP Stephanie Hasratian. Rafi Joseph Orfali. Stephen Tran. John Walter Combs. Sandra Nell Harpster. Alice Wei Chang. Shayna Eileen Clavin. Jennifer Lynn Corona. Carla Margarita Munoz. Lisbeth Juanela Pacheco. Hector Manuel Grajeda. Mariana Rodriguez. Lizeth Pimentel. Celia Vega Herrera. Jacqueline Esteban Lacanilao. Milagro Bertela Rauda. Danielle Ann Luce. Angela Osniv Ninoyan. Christina Voski Sobatian. Talin Kachumian. Rochelle Brooke Shabanyan. Mariam Terpetrosian. Harley Anthony Searcy. Hugar Nicola Alfie. Maria Cornejo. Marcela Lima Matos. Naomi Viviana Beltran.
Our next graduates will be congratulated by Professor Ted Robles, Health Psychology, and Professor Tad Blair, Behavioral Neuroscience.
Sadie Aguilar. Gabriela Mendoza. Michelle Molina. Arcee Lizette Iniguez. Cindy Lopez. Carolyn Dina Davudi. Linda Jin. Amber Ann Kincaid. Corey Allen Higgs. Laura Rose Colosimo. Valerie Marie Fresh. Megan Jennings Frazier. Richard Gregory Vishnevsky. Jamie Woo-Gun Kwan. Stephanie Kathleen Dunn. Brooke Marie Hollyfield. Evelyn Saray Varela Nevels. Michelle Andrea Espinoza. Melissa Hookus Vining. Kristen Mary Gordon. Michelle Partielli. Lancer Nagdichi. Tahura Sadugi. Elizabeth Gunlejan. Maverick Anton Crawford. Lena Sue Hun Chon. Jessica Choi. Diana Sue Min Chung. Joyce Ju Young Lee. Isaiah Cho.
Our graduates will now be congratulated by Professor Patricia Greenfield from Developmental Psychology and Professor Jim Stigler, also from Developmental Psychology.
John Jongming Beck. Johnny M. Kim. Timothy Biyun. Serena Kor Shin Lam. Dory Peck. Ricardo Perez. May Tran. Paula Rebecca Gonzalez. Rochelle Esteban Agustin. Eileen Ignacio. Megan Demano Villamine. Dina Loie Pascual Gonzalez. Sabrina Norze. Manajay Mahmoud Zadeh. Elnaz Sharif. Bahare Abadian. Hengame Janati. Mitra Kohan. Negin Bustani. Saper Shabani. Sapeda Lamotim. Leila Imami. Morvarid Agarahamian. Fariel Darbani. Keaton Matthew Owen. Jessica Lynn Jellison. Nusha Kohan Darvish. Ashley Kim. Carol Kim. Eunice Lee. John June Kim. Timothy Yu. Anna Ruan. Elaine Chu. Elise Tran. Carlos Aziel Hernandez.
Our graduates will now be congratulated by Professor Yana Yuvonen, Developmental Psychology, and Professor Adriano Galvan, also Developmental Psychology.
Elaine Patricia Edwards. Shalimar Leonlyn Wilson. Holly Faye Rayhill. Cami Noel Tierce. Alyssa De Los Santos. Sanjali Kumar. Jonathan Wu. Jillian Dawn Tahara. Crystal Akeye Hanano. Andrew Shu. Sagar Pautak. Ganeet Kaur. Sun-hee Kim. Sona Lee. Christopher Dunn. Sandy Liu. Protiva Shaprova Khan. Lena Law. Cheryl Ann Padua Carolino. Lydia Chung. Ying Hyun. Christine Carol Clemens. Richard Stephen Hadi. Veronica Meyer. Samvel Gyurdzian. Jane Chan. Joanna Shie. Christine D. Park. Jesse Ye. Ukash Rohit Kumar Desai. Catherine Grace Donnelly. Gabriella Babarnak Dogaru. Aaron Francis Scatini.
Our graduates will now be congratulated by Professor and Senior Vice Chair Elizabeth Bjork in Cognitive Psychology and Professor Hector Myers, Clinical Psychology.
Elizabeth Ann Abate. Ashley Ann Wilcox. Connie Zhang. Laren Ashley McKay. Hillary Siu Fung. Melinda Wong. Roshan Burns. Carl Andrew Yosef. Amid Mabubian. Fong Stacy Tran. Kevin Osman Juarez. John No. Ye-Ni Wong. Anne-Marie Mack. Andy Chu. Caroline Doan. Andrew Joseph Persson. Janovi Ata Lei. Bruce Nguyen. Albert Jin Chung. Guang Hao Liu. Daniel Cheng. Lu Chen. Liana Lucero. Christine Chang. Thomas Matthew Navis. Amanda Lin. Lauren Reeder. Mimi Johnson. Adrian Daniel Morokin. Margaret Ju. Jenny Lynn Pham. Yan Lam Matthew Lau. Erica Lokman Yun.
Our graduates will now be congratulated by Professor Carlos Grijalva, Behavioral Neuroscience, and Professor Vicki Mays, Clinical Psychology.
Iris Kayi Chat. Tang Shou. Rong Han. Gisela Damaris Budino. Wilson Chen Lau. Emily Du. Joyce Ho. Rebecca Wong Yan Ting. Coco Yan Ho Wong. Jian Young. Amy Ajay Patel. Alvina Yen Shan Lee. Bonnie Kawun Chan. Florbella Chang. Calvin Kahwan Chan. Jocelyn T. Watts. Caitlin Justine House. Eric Lynn. Shannon Margaret Daly. Mary Beth McEvoy. Christine Lynn. Joel Carlos. Angel Huo. Yao Nguyen. Celi Hernandez. Chanel Kuhanim. Janine Marie Ryman. Christopher Ryan Phillips. Viana J. Washington. Mercedes Elizabeth Smith. Brianna McCullough. Wendy Nuwadike. Sarah Nicole Henderson.
Our graduates will now be congratulated by Professor Philip Goff from Social Psychology, and who's with Phil? Professor Tom Bradbury from Clinical Psychology.
Rukhsar Siddiqui. Chian Lai. Sunny Choi. Eunjung Jang. Daniel Kevin Etlin. Syra Hassan Muzaffar. Vanessa Ramirez. Natalie Hannah Beck. Hee-sun Jung. Elizabeth Ga-Yun Lee. Ashley Patricia Perez. Vairuj Teshreen Gladys Dankam. Jason Leandro Ponte. Kimberly Pablo. Jonathan Lexa. Samantha Danielle Biaco. Ashley Layla King. Stephanie Rands Gilbert. Nicole Rose Candiff. Lourdes Lulu Pantine. Andrea Justine Borba. Hillary Rose Russ. Caroline Harrison. Daniela Ilana Kaufman. Alexander Van Jones. Tanvir Singh. Aaron Taylor Ward. Darren Hong. Jenny Padilla. Jessica Alvarado. Julian Alcantar. April Ramirez. Leanne Paragas. Melody Ampuro. Elise Michelle Kalanico. Lizette Ambrise Soriano. Jody Hitendra Patel. Abby Charles. Amy Yimai Liu. Azure Joyce McAfee.
Our graduates will now be congratulated by Professor Cindy E. Bradbury from Clinical Psychology and Professor Ben Carney from Social Psychology.
Kimberly Joy Clifton. Kelly Christine Smith. Jessica Hopkins. Kasara Lene Afjay. Po Mon Catherine C. Emily Leslie George. Abigail Henrietta Sassoon. Laura Jean Payne. Kimberly Ann Phil. Justin Lou Paulino Pagador. Wesley James Hong. Michael Thornton. Victor Louis. Vanessa Ma. Daniel Thomas Bragg. Salme Klaas. Kelly Lynn Graff. Leslie Ann Wallach. Julia Bryn Lazelle. Michael Jason Singer. Kristen Lucas Pulley. Daniel Choi. Yifan Feng. Ame Patel. August Tyler Johansson. Samantha Lee Zeman. Chelsea Nicole Lee. Kaylee Ann McGinnis. Jeffrey Ma. Albert Quach. David Dow. Shiore Tando.
Our graduates will now be congratulated by Professor Matthew Lieberman in social psychology and Professor Barbara Knowlton from behavioral neuroscience.
Yamin Myo Nyunt. Yenjing Gao. Lisa Nicole Bombarda. David Patrick Cruz. Zaray Ter Steponian. Morgan Masura Kadoya. Pauline He Shin. Sean Michael Hugard. Brittany Ann Edwards. Justin Cesar Batista. Jack Gia Zhang. Pasha Daniel Dabiri. Jessica Lester Britton. Gabriella Gail Grulin. Donna Tall. Tadovik Espirian. Jared Slater. Omid Mizra. Sean Abraham Sayani. Joyce Nicole Gorman. Christina Nicole Kirsch. Caitlin Mariel West. Stephen Edward Braverman. Mary Tess Kamaya Manessa. Felicia Tran. Caroline Ho. Savikalak Riza Konkonkit. Fabian De Jesus Duran. Kylie Von Contrary. Ali Kalulian. Anthony Paul Barbaria. Lehel J. Kovach. Elizabeth Jimenez. Carla Yvette Lopez. Sabiha Kaiser. El Permoradi. Sonia Monreal. Dayanera Gonzalez. Felicia Amy Shu. Ross M. Perry. Logan Joseph Kane. Cheryl Salmon Leung. Edwin Ted De Dios. Ashley Marie Swihart. Travis Steinberg. Joseph Mark Shiponi. Christopher Dubai Vahanian.
Will the graduates of the largest and best psychology department in the world please stand? The UCLA Department of Psychology is proud to present the class of 2012. The graduates may now turn their tassels from the right to the left. Now, I'd like to ask all of the families of the graduates to please stand. I'd like the graduates to stand and give a big hand of applause to their families who helped make this day possible. Will the families of the graduates please be seated? Will everybody please be seated? Our faculty will be available to meet the graduates and their families on tennis courts 4 and 5 on the south side of the Los Angeles Tennis Center. I think that's where you were before you came in. Speaking for all of the faculty participants, let me say that we are eager to congratulate you, meet your family and your friends, pose in pictures with you on your big day. Again, to the left of the center here on courts 4 and 5. Will the faculty please rise and begin the recessional? Will the graduates please rise and begin the recessional? First row first.
There's a glow. She's up through the